Hi hotties, welcome to the sleepover where I wear a full face of makeup. If you're new here, this is a series where I answer a ton of anonymous questions that you have been too scared to ask your mom or your big sister, and here I am talking about it on the internet to thousands of people. Growing up, relationships, sex, having your first kiss, all of that, everything. I can't believe it's been over a year since I have sat down and answered your burning girl talk questions. I'm very excited for today. I got some very insightful and thought-provoking questions. So I have my iPad here. That's when you know we're in for business. The iPad is not whipped out for no reason, okay? Joining us for the sleepover today is Tata and then also Chimmy. Look at this beanie, oh my gosh. I will complete OT7, don't worry, but these cost a pretty penny. Tell me why Chimmy was $40. Bebe, over here please. You ready to be in this girl talk video? This is your first one. And of course, Miss Suki Angel. Mwah. Are you excited for mommy to ramble for hours? You wanna stay here? The first couple questions that were asked kind of have to deal with growing up and also just self-confidence. The first one is, how did you come into your own and overcome insecurity / body dysmorphia? The body dysmorphia portion of this question is very topical for today because I think I really have like pretty bad body dysmorphia. I kind of talk about it sometimes, but today was actually a kind of breakthrough day. I wore a mini skirt out for the first time, like showing like my leggies because we're having a heat wave in California and I don't want to fucking sweat my ass off. Also, I kind of woke up feeling like I'm over it, right? Like I just want to wear what I want to wear because I am a fashion girly, you guys know how it be. But I'm just trying to be just more confident with myself because I want to be a good example for you, and I also just want to feel just more confident in myself, of course. Being insecure about your body and just having some sort of body dysmorphia, I think is unfortunately extremely common, especially for, you know, people our age, especially with social media, right? Because people share themselves in a very curated way. I think we have this very skewed version of what everyone else looks like because we only see that one Instagram post that they want us to see, or you know, that one TikTok where they have a banging body and you don't know how, like what they did to get to that. But then here we are being with ourselves 24/7, so we know the good, the bad, the ugly, you know what I mean? It's very easy to fall into the trap of comparison. The way that I'm trying to get over my body dysmorphia is to just get over it. I don't know, I'm no therapist. I'm just this 22-year-old girl on the internet with this pink ass background, okay? I'm kind of just going through it like how you are. Today I just had the courage to do it. Probably if you asked me yesterday, I wouldn't have done it. It's very like spur of the moment, but today I felt good. I think just taking it slow and just starting to appreciate and love your body for what it actually does for you. Because see, here you are watching this video and you know, your heart's beating. You probably went pee today, you know? So most of our bodies are doing what they need to do, right? We need to protect her. A lot of us are going through it together, and I hope you don't feel alone, which is so unfortunate. Sometimes whenever I struggle, I wish that no one else felt that way because it's so shitty. But you know, at the same time, just know that you're not alone. Okay, Suki, you kind of blocked my pink light and that's kind of rude. We kind of need the vibes. Okay, now regarding the first portion of the question is like, how do you come into your own? I'm presuming that you mean like personality wise or just being who you want to be. It's a very scary experience, right? Because if you are your true self and someone doesn't like that, it's very personal, right? Because it's you. And I felt that way a lot, especially with social media and stuff, because people be spewing their opinions at me as if like I'm not a human, like absorbing all of this. I know a lot of people think I'm too bubbly, some people think I'm annoying, blah, blah, blah. But then at the end of the day, what am I gonna do? Right? You were put on this universe to be yourself because no one in the world can be you. No one can be you better than you know? Your personality is so unique and can potentially change the world, right? We all have our unique ideas, our unique ways of thinking. For me, I try to change myself, okay? I tried to be more mellow. Ooh, I'm trying to be so cool. I'm so mysterious, you know? But it was exhausting, honestly, trying to override your natural personality, right? So then one day I was just like, you know what? Who is this helping? Am I helping that one person that thinks I'm annoying? They probably don't even think about me anyways. They're probably just being, you know, just I don't know, like maybe they were having a bad day and they wanted to lash out at me, and then I'm gonna take it personally and change myself for someone that probably doesn't even matter that much. That's a bit harsh, but I feel like you kind of know what I'm saying. I had to keep remembering that I am never too much and what I am is enough. I think at the end of the day, we all want to be loved and liked, right? But don't we want those people to appreciate us for exactly who we are and not this mask that we put on for them? Okay, next question is how to deal with self-sabotage. This is a big thing for me because I don't think I can answer that for you because I be doing that. Recently, I haven't been in the best mental state. A lot of things have happened in my personal life and just, you know, a lot of things. And I think I've kind of always been this way. I don't think I allow myself to be happy or take care of myself. For example, I'll be working all day and in my head I know like, oh, if I do my skincare routine or did a sheet mask right now, I can like sit down for 10 minutes and maybe play an iPad game or something to kind of like, you know, simmer down. But then I have so many like face masks and everything like that because I always think I'm gonna take some self-care time or, you know, like 10-15 minutes to do something. But still have all those sheet masks. I just won't allow myself to take that 10 minutes because I feel like I don't deserve it. Honestly, I don't even care about the sheet mask like to actually do good things to my skin. It's mostly just settling down because you really can't do anything with a sheet mask on your face. That's just like one random example, like sheet mask, but I don't know, I catch myself doing that a lot and then I feel really guilty about it because here I am making these videos and I feel like a lot of you think that I'm this like very happy person. I have such a privileged life and I love each and one of you so much and I appreciate everything that this like social media thing has taken me. I do what I love. I love what I do, and at the end of the day, like, still I'm sad, but I am trying to be better. I have been trying to take some time to let myself rest but also grow at the same time. So yeah, on that note, the next question is it normal to not feel like an adult at 20 years old? I'm 22 and I don't feel like an adult at all, and I don't know if I ever will. I don't think we ever think that we're doing anything right because I think that's just innately human. It's extremely normal to not feel like an adult, right? We're still so young, and I feel like the concept of being an adult is very subjective. Honestly, I feel like you can ask a 40-year-old if they know what they're doing in their lives, and probably like 6 times out of 10 they're probably gonna say they don't know what the hell they're doing. We're just here to live, laugh, love. It'll be fine. We can do it. Ooh la la, now it's time for the sex portion. I know that's probably why most of y'all are watching this video, so let's get into it. The first one is how to not think you look weird during sex. This is a very normal feeling as well, okay? And like, things are happening and eyes are on you. It's a very vulnerable experience and it's very intimidating, especially if it's your first time. I think we just have to accept the fact that you might look weird, but that doesn't mean it's bad. Sex is very intimate, right? So I'm assuming that your partner probably just wants you to have a good time, and I don't think that they're gonna think it's weird if they see that you're like enjoying it, or, you know, I don't know. Does that make sense? Because it's just like, if they think that you look weird and they're gonna be mean about it, then they don't even deserve to like have sex with you, or just like what? Like you're like, they're the weirdo, actually. I just think it's about finding a partner that you really trust so you're not even insecure about your appearance. How to enjoy sex without having the pressure to always finish. At least for me, to just see sex as a very it's like a bonding moment. We're just having fun, you know, we just like each other, so we want to make each other feel good. And I don't think climaxing is always the like badge of like, yes, we had sex. It's not the end all be all. You know, you can still have enjoyable sex without finishing. I mean, obviously sometimes it's very preferred, but it's like, you know what I mean. For me personally, I see sex as something very fun and, you know, physically and emotionally intimate. I think even having those thoughts of like, oh my god, what if I don't like, you know, finish and I'm gonna be like, ah, then that also inherently like makes you probably not, because your body's already anxious about it, you know what I mean? So I think just, you know, just go with the flow, you know, if it happens, it happens. But at the end of the day, it's still probably gonna be like a fun experience. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Did you bleed the first time? Yes, and I think, I don't know if every single person does, but like, come on, it's a little thing, okay? It's a little hole. It's gonna stretch out. It's not gonna like rip open, right? But it's stretching out. She's never done that before. It's very normal. It's not like period bleed. Like it, you know, it's not that bad. It's okay. We'll be fine. And if your partner is like weird about it, then they can like stop being immature because you're going through something probably kind of painful if it's the first time. Like it's gonna be like painful, but it's definitely gonna be out of your comfort zone. It's going to be very different. So if they can get their head out of their ass, then they can get their dick out of your vagina. Okay, I got a question that was literally, do it fart. And I'm assuming that you mean queefing. And yeah, I think every person that has vagina, it'd be doing that, okay? Especially during like there's air going in. It's just gonna happen. It's a laughing experience. Sometimes you can ignore it. Sometimes you really can't. So it's just something to like keep in mind. Okay, last one about this is, am I the only girl on the planet with nipple hair? No one talks about it. Girl, you are not the only one. Okay, you are not. I remember I was like, oh my God, what's wrong? Like, what's wrong? I don't know if this is normal. I know some people pluck them, and when I heard that, I was like, you are insane. Like the pain tolerance, astronomical. Oh my God, I don't think I ever do that. And it's also, I don't think I mind too much. I'm not like super crazy about like shaving body hair every single day. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, there's hair. I don't know why it's there though. If anyone knows, let me know. I do think once I tried to shave it, and that was a very terrifying experience, because like, what if you just, I mean, I know this is extremely irrational, but it's like, one slip, your nipple's gone, and you're just like, okay, moving on to relationships. This first one pertains to this girl liking a guy, but she thinks that the guy won't like them because like they think they're weird, so they want to change themselves to make them like into their ideal person, so then that guy will like her back. Okay, so I want you to think like this, right? Let's say you change yourself. Best case scenario, they like you back, right? Oh, yay, they like you back. Then what? Then you're just going to like be that character, live that character for the entire time that you're communicating with them. That would be so mentally draining and exhausting. If the person that you want to be with won't like you for who you are, then I don't know. I think relationships, or just, you know, crushes can be fun, right? But like relationships, when you take it to the next level, it's very mutual, right? So yeah, I don't know. Some people just don't vibe with each other, and that's okay. There are so many people in the world that will absolutely love you for exactly who you are. A lot of people express their issues with the talking stage, as it seems never ending and non-productive. This definitely depends from person to person, but if you're ready for the next step, like maybe, you know, being exclusive, like you're in a relationship, like done deal, but they're not, I mean, none of you are wrong. It's like their thing that they're not ready. You know, you can't force someone to be ready for something like that, but you also have to think about yourself. If you're unhappy with this prolonged talking stage, then I think you need to, you know, just take care of yourself and not keep waiting for a person that's not ready for you. The time will come when the time will come. At least for me, like I would just want someone to want me as much as I want them, and to be in the same like mindset. But yeah, how do you feel about people's obsessions with other people after any kind of relationship ends? Ooh, I think it's crucial to remember, not even with something as specific like that question, but just if someone is inserting their opinions into your life unsolicited, it's usually because one, their life is boring and they need something to like fill it up, so then they have something to think about, or number two, they're trying to distract themselves from something deeper in their personal life. People are always going to say their shit, right? People think that the general public cares a lot about what they think, when usually a lot of people don't. Like honestly, I'm gonna admit it, like whenever, sometimes I fell into that where I would be like kind of gossipy. I know, I'm sorry I'm not like that anymore, but yeah, like it was just like high school me. It'd be like that. It's okay, I'm grown up. But that was when I was the most insecure with myself, and I basically like hated myself. So I try to find like anyone's like downfall, i.e. people breaking up, you know, all that stuff, all that juicy high school stuff. And you know, it's just, I was just so unhappy with my life that if I saw someone else being unhappy, I felt like, you know, I didn't broadcast to the world, I didn't like make YouTube videos about it or anything, but like I wouldn't like bully people, okay? Like I'm not trying to say that. Like I would never like say this shit out loud, but like in my head when I used to think negatively about other people, just because I wanted to feel better about myself, you know? Oof, I'm getting real here. Okay, I hope you guys know that I'm not a bad person. Okay, so now I'm gonna be answering some more like personal, kind of pertains to me, but maybe you'll relate to this too. I think you guys will. I just didn't really know what other category to put this in. I have 3. The first one is, do you think that your image in real life reflects the image that you have online? This made me think a lot, and it was actually kind of relevant to a conversation that I had with like one of my college friends. During our college days, she would throw a lot of parties, so I'd meet a lot of her friends, and like everyone knows like I'm a online personality, I'm a YouTuber, I'm an influencer, and you know, sometimes that can get scary for me because I feel like some people have like that preconceived notion that every single influencer is a snobby snob. But she did tell me the other day that a lot of people told her that I am nicer than they thought I would be. Which I don't know, I know they meant well. I think people just kind of like thought the worst of me. You know, it kind of makes sense, I guess. But also a lot of people in my personal life like tell me, like sometimes they like had become friends with me first, like Jasmine, like college girl, and then they found out I had a YouTube channel, and then they watched my YouTube channel and they were like, oh my god, you're the same girl. And I'm like, that was the nicest thing you could ever said. Honestly, I feel like it'd be hard if I had 2 separate personalities. I hope I don't come off as super snobby online, because that is not how I want to be perceived, and that's just, I feel like that's just not how I am. I feel like I've been in this game for a while. I've been doing this whole gig for 9 years. I feel like I've had my formative years online, so it kind of like I've shaped myself through there. I will admit though, I think my Instagram, I do look like a bitch, but maybe like baddie bitch, you know, like so cool baddie. I don't know. Do you have an idol or hero? When I saw idol, I was like, yes, K-pop. But actually, yes, actually K-pop. Because for one, K-pop definitely helped me come more into my Asian side, like my Asianness. I felt definitely more confident in expressing Asian culture. I see these idols be the most talented and just cool people. Like, you know, like they'll be those rock stars and all that. Like they'll have their dope music videos, they'll sing and dance their hearts out, play the guitar, all this band stuff, everything like that. They will perform these amazing shows, but then they'll do like silly variety shows and have their behind the scenes where they're like true goofy self. So I think that's made me feel more confident in my bubbly and kind of like awkward and weird personality. I feel like I changed myself for a little bit to, you know, be that cool girl that I wanted to match. You know, I wanted people to perceive me as that, but I think honestly seeing them show those 2 sides to themselves made me like them more. I felt more connected to them and they felt more real to me, even though I know like K-pop, basically the whole thing is to, you know, form pure social relationships, and I promise you I'm not crazy like that. It's just, I don't know how to explain this. But then I put that in my little brain and was like, maybe I can do that too. I felt like I definitely put myself in that box, and I think once I showed like all my personality sides, like I'm a cool girl, Instagram, yeah, baddie, whatever. But then on YouTube, like I'd be like this. I think I'm rambling too much. Last question, okay? I love this question, and it is little Jasmine proud of you today? And I think little Jasmine would be astonished with the audience that I've built and just the career and just life. Like I'm literally in my own apartment living with my boyfriend, and I have a cat, and I'm out here wearing a big Hello Kitty t-shirt, still being that Sanrio bitch. And now like I have stuffies around, and I'm like actually like financially okay and like independent. I think little me be so proud of 22 me. Not even just like all like the numeric goals of, you know, like I'm this many subscribers, blah 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 blah, but just to kind of I feel like I'm a lot more confident in myself. Obviously I still have some room to grow, of course, as this is just, you know, part of growing up. I wish I could tell 7-year-old me that everything's gonna be okay, because literally I grew up as a stressed kid. Okay, my first gray hair was when I was 7. What was I stressed about? It just be like that. Okay, you know, I guess I'm just like this. Okay, yeah, that was the last question. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I love you so much, and I hope you got maybe something out of this. I make these videos for you, right? So yeah, I don't know. I had a lot of fun filming, and Chimmy and Tata say goodbye. Suki left because I think she doesn't like when I talked so much. But I love you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Good night.
C'est l'histoire d'une fille pas trop compliquée pour une fois. Cherchant l'impossible, elle trouva que c'était une bonne idée d'avancer.